Mapua University. Point guard number 26, Ivan Lazarte. At shooting guard number 0, Clint Escamis. Small forward number 34, Yam Concepcion. Power forward number 5, JC Recto. And at center number 32, Joe Gulapa. Head coach for the Mapua University Cardinals is Randy Alcantara. And now let us meet the starters for your CSB Blazers. Point guard number 17, Jomel Ancheta. Shooting guard number 9, Josh Kahukom. At small forward number 20, Justin Sanchez. Power forward number 22, Anton Eusebio. And at center number 28, Sean Umali. Our officials for this match, crew chief Reynaldo Yante, umpire 1, Ricor Puaron, and umpire 2, Dave Maligaya. It's the Mapua University Cardinals versus the CSB Blazers. This is the Playtime Cares 18th Filoil EcoOil Preseason Cup, presented by ABC Tile Adhesives. Sigurado na dito.
You just heard the starters earlier. By the way, Randy Alcantara, dito, present dito. Charles Chu, present din dito. Huwag natin kakalimutan. Actually, full battle na complete lineup ang coaching staff ng St. Benilde dito.
Kumbaga highly motivated na bumawi after losing in that NCAA Season 100 Finals. And maganda na, kumbaga, the psychological advantage, pre-season pa lang, makuha mo na kasi every time na magharap ng dalawang to, talagang nakabantay ang buong bayan.
And true enough niya, di ba? As we officially begin this ball game, sabi nga kanina ni Ross Jonico, mabisang gauge na to ng sukatan. Diba yung sukatan nito na magkami ng umulan sa magiging kampanya nila, not just in this specific tournament, the Premier Preseason Collegiate Tournament, pagdating na rin in the case of these two teams sa Season 101.
Yeah, really a chance to size each other up ahead of their respective mother leagues, especially with these two teams. Nabanggit mo kanina, Jay, finalists parehas, ang daming bagong mukha. And magandang pagkakataon to para makita kung paano sila makakatakbo with the new faces that they have.
Justin Sanchez starting things off.
Ayan, hindi bago yan.
Incoming second yun Pero masasabi natin, one of the well-experienced players, si Coach Charles Chu, na kahit nag-first year siya, nag-freshman siya noong previous season, parang hindi freshman yung laro. As Clint Escamis missing his first shot of this ball game. Kahukom!
Expect a lot from this kid, Josh Kahukom. I believe this is his third or fourth year in CSB, and kumbaga hindi ka na bata kumbaga you are given this starting point guard role for your team. You are expected to deliver. Hindi ka na lang reliever ngayon, mas malaki na yung responsibilidad mo para sa CSB.
Ang agang injury timeout nito. In the meantime, elevating the next generation of Filipino athletes. Playtime Cares, play with purpose. Anton Eusebio, nakapuntos nga kanina biglang na injury substitution to dahil tinigil yung play.
Not a good look for CSB, but it's a promising sight to see Anton Eusebio walking in all fours.
Hala ka, sige. Pag tinuloy mo masakit yan, hindi ka makakabalik sa laro niya. Parang pick-up game na pag masakit ba, sige, hindi na maglaro. Hindi masakit.
Hindi, may pride kasi. Ayaw mong mailabas. Especially that you're just getting warmed up in the preseason. You really want to get your game going. Especially against a team na may malahing motivation kang bumawi.
Ito natin is the count. Pick and roll play, nag-alangan. Pero tinira na rin ni Recto. Kung walang hesitation, pasok sana yun. JC Recto on the second try. And by the wide-bodied frontline defenders of the Blazers, led by a debuting Sean Umali.
Yeah, maybe Shaq, whatever you want to call him. The thing with Sean Umali is he moves better than what he perceives. Kumbaga, very deceiving with his eyes. And he knows how to use his weight down low para sa CSB.
The the meantime, Ivan Lazarte scored the first 2 points for the Cardinals, making the silence of that assist pass from the MVP.
Yeah, I mean, Ivan Lazarte, kumbaga, isa sa mga balik Mapua after spending a season with USC. Now he's back in Intramuros with his old old buddies in red and gold.
A shot coming from Gonzaga. Dire-diretso si Recto. And quite surprising, JC Recto has that attack to the basket and that ability to put the ball down.
This is one of the things that I'm really watching out for Mapua, yung importance nila on how they can find a way to score inside. Ang hirap kasi, nawalan sila ng Chris Uvilla who was very effective last NCAA season. So, onus is on guys like JC Recto and dun sa mga bagong mukha nila tulad ni Joe Gulapas, si Drex de los Reyes, hindi pa natin nakikita para may pakita na kahit nawalan tayo ng Chris Uvilla, may handang pumalit dun sa posisyon na yun.
O'Malley thought about a 3. Another one, taking 3. Sanchez, his shot was deflected. Here comes Escamis, the lead pass. Lazarte na naman! Basket plus a foul.
This is what I'm talking about, Jay. The familiarity of these guys. Yung iba nga dito bagong mukha, but Ivan Lazarte has played with Clint Escamis before. And kita-kita mo din sa ating ABC Tile Adhesive fast break of the game. Suwabing-suwabe yung connection ng dalawang yun.
Walang pakialam dun sa defender kahit hinampas na. Nakompleto pa rin yung ABC Tile Adhesive fast break of the game. Sigurado ka dito?
Sigurado.
Oo.
Tulad nung pasa nga ni Clint Escamis. And again, it speaks volumes on the trust that these guys have. Again, these are old running buddies back in their high school with Mapua and Robin. So now, they're just continuing that. Kumbaga, nare-rekinde lang nila yung familiarity nila sa isa't isa.
Gonzaga threw up an air ball on that 3-pointer. This is a personal 7-0 run by Ivan Lazarte.
After falling behind early para sa kontra sa CSB. And again, what I really like about this preseason is you see the maturity of a guy like Clint Escamis. He's just picking his spots. He doesn't need to score much, but he knows that he can control the game by his playmaking alone.
Oh, the foul's gonna be tagged against Sean O'Malley. And another guy is down, seemingly hurt. Matapos sumadsad sila parehas pero okay lang naman si Yam Concepcion. Si Yam.
Grabe yung physicality dito sa laro to. I told you, nothing short of any motivation. And really, when you talk about finals rematch, walang preseason dito, Jay.
Oo. Kung ikaw yung Mapua, berde nakikita ko, yari ka sa akin. Kung ikaw yung naka-berde, nakikita mo, red and gold, babawi kami sa inyo, di ba? Ganyan na storya. Kahukop to not finish. Medyo dikit-dikit sila sa fast break play, pero J.U. Gonzaga finally scoring after so many attempts. 7-6 Mapua. Ala, may nahuring ng kukulitan si referee Reyante. That's gonna be an offensive foul tagged on, I believe that's JC Recto.
And JC Recto getting entangled and exchanging some sweet nothings with Sean O'Malley.
Finals rematch nga kasi. Diba?
And
Ayun!
Huli-huli.
Ayan, i-review pa for good measure. So, the last call, the previous call, it was an offensive foul on JC Recto. From what we saw in the replay, it looks like there's some merit.
That can be upgraded by the referees after this review. And kumbaga, ano yung term nila dito? Acts of violence, kumbaga.
Oo.
Medyo may sobra ng konti.
Nangamuste.
Nagparamdam.
Oo. So, resumption of play. Offensive foul lang.
But you expect the referees to really tell the players na, oy, keep it clean. I mean, we've only lasted here for, 3 minutes and change. And ang dami nang nangyayari na pisikalan between these two teams.
Kung nasaksihan nyo kanina, di ba? Commissioner Jolipa talked to the referees, talked to the two coaches earlier. Kayla Allen Ricardo at Chico Manabat to try and say, eto, this is our regulation. This is where we draw the line. Ika nga, di ba? As Ivan Lazarte continuing his personal run. 9 points for Ivan Lazarte, outscoring the entire Blazers.
Yeah. Again, kumbaga, isa to sa mga inaasahan ni Coach Randy Alcantara talking about Ivan Lazarte. They may have lost a number of players, but this guy has come and ready to play for the Cardinals.
5.5 remaining. And so far, if you're the Blazers, one question comes to mind is, how the hell did we let Ivan Lazarte score 9 points?
Kumbaga hindi na markahan but you see for the Blazers, Coach Charles is continuing to shuffle his lineup. You see SJ Moore now checking in. Gio Gonzaga also came in for the green shirts. They're still trying to shuffle, find that right combination.
Pero sa Mapua, fast breaks ano yan, Yam Consumption, di pumasok na yan, pero Ivan Lazarte to the rescue.
He continues to really show his worth. I mean, that's expected from Ivan Lazarte. He showed flashes of that from high school in his time at USA. And now, with familiar faces around him, he's just thriving.
5 minutes remaining. I believe the score, I will try to address the score later. Yan, 11-6 na. 5-point advantage for Mapua. Actually, it's a 5-point advantage by Ivan Lazarte. Halfway point. This Cam is just playing point.
Yeah, he's just directing traffic for the Cardinals.
Libre si Yam. But ball taken away. Good recovery by Justin Sanchez. Guys in green wanting to push forward. Pero napigil na si Torres. Libre si Sanchez on the trail. Three-pointer, no good. SJ Moore sky high for the rebound and the follow.
That's what you expect from SJ Moore. Remember, when he was in high school with Arellano Braves, he's known for those athleticism. Kaya nga siya na-recruit ng USC. Did not really play out well for him in his time in España. Now looking for his second chance with the Blazers where he can be featured in a more prominent role.
Ang tanong, sino kaya nagtuturo sa kanya lumipad? Si Capi Severino ba? Si Paulo Layog ba?
Si T.Y. Tang ang
Si T.Y. Tang, oo. Palitan ng tao. Upo muna. Itong si Joe Gulapa, yung pumalit sa kanya, isang masasabi ng big boy din. Si Dexter Reyes.
Kapwa niya, former NU Bulldog. Now getting their chance for the red and gold.
In the meantime, Justin Sanchez against 3 defenders in the land of the Giants. Got clipped. And he might go to the free throw line. Yes, indeed, he will go to the free throw line. Justin Sanchez. Yung mga ganitong klase ng player, yung mga tipong hinahanap mo nila yung rhythm nila. And once they get it going, tuloy-tuloy, di ba? As we have these free throws, courtesy of ABC Tile Adhesives.
And you know there's probably a lot of weight on the shoulders of Justin Sanchez after last season. You know how capable he is in his time in San Beda. Last year was kind of a down year for him. Andun yung flashes but he could not really get his game consistently, and now he's kind of putting himself on a more position to take charge more para sa Blazers because parang kumbaga isa siya sa mga missing link They could have made it, but kumbaga had Justin Sanchez played a little more, the narrative would have been different.
Pesty defense. Natamaan lang yung braso. Fouls ang tinawag kay Justin Sanchez. But I checked out the numbers of Justin Sanchez earlier. For a highly touted player, di ba? Sa panig ng St. Benilde. And if you're averaging 10 points per game, di ba? Kasi tag team partner mo na may Winston Ilog ka, di ba? You'd expect more from Justin Sanchez true enough, di ba? And if anything, it might start yung rhythm na namin, that surge, di ba? Yung improvement sa laro niya, yung improvement sa mga numero niya, can definitely start in this preseason tournament.
And you know, the thing that's different with St. Benilde this year is guys like Justin Sanchez, Tony Inot, they have a familiar face on the bench. Manu Inigo has been hired as one of the new assistants of Coach Charles Chu, and you know the familiarity ni Coach Manu dun sa mga bata niya dati in their time with the San Beda Red Cup. So, St. Benilde is banking on that idea na kaya nyong gawin yung ginawa ninyo nung high school. Now we're bringing a familiar face na kumbaga para tumino ng konti, maayos ang konti, mas maging disiplina ng konti because the skills are never in question. But kumbaga yung mentality na lang and having a familiar voice in Coach Manu can really help them take that higher notch kumbaga sa kanilang laro.
Split ng free throw ni Gio Gonzaga. So ang score natin, 3:34 remaining. Time out muna si Coach Randy Alcantara. Lamang pa rin ang Mapua.
Playtime! Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%.
Taas nun, ha?
Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out.
Ang bilis!
Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo.
Swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya? Subukan mo sa...
Playtime! Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out.
Ang bilis!
Swerte sa akin ang Playtime. You're welcome!
Itong part na to.
Okay po.
Swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya? Subukan mo sa...
Playtime! Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%.
Taas nun, ha?
Swerte sa akin ang Playtime. You're welcome!
Catch all the exciting matchups of the Playtime Cares 18 Filoil EcoOil Preseason Cup live and free on pusop.com. Your game, your community. Log on now. Ayan, 1-point lead for Mapua, 11. And actually, it's a 1-point lead by Ivan Lasarte.
And you know, one of the guys that I want to look at this down point, Jay, Rafi Celis just entered the game for CSB. You know how capable that kid is from his time in Cebu. And that, you know, we're hoping that he can sustain it in his time with the Blazers.
Pero ang nagpakilala dito, si Earl EJ Sapasap mula Tarlac. Diba? Knocking down that three-pointer. Actually extending this Mapua lead. 3 minutes remaining. Set up lang, dahan-dahan lang. Ang dami pang oras. May libre pa. Back-to-back three-pointers for the Cardinals. This time, it's Abdullah knocking down the three.
Again, this is where Mapua gets that advantage of having that program with the Red Robins. Karamihan ng mga players nila from that high school program progressed in their collegiate team. So, the system that has been run by Coach Randy Alcantara ngayon sa seniors, familiar na familiar. Yung mga player to nila Escamis, nila Lazarte, and now, etong si Abdullah.
Jangnan Hotpot, three-pointer of the quarter muna tayo. Siyempre, hatid sa atin yan ng Jangnan Hotpot, not your ordinary hotpot. Basta wag kakalimutan, basta hotpot, Jangnan tayo.
Mainit na mainit kasing init nung hotpot ng Jangnan yung pagpasok ni Abdullah with that three-pointer.
Actually, yung field goal shooting ng Mapua with 2.5 remaining, making 1 of 2 shots, di ba? 50% shooting. The Blazers, the Benilde Blazers, they're shooting 30% from the field. And to think, Randolph, nagkagandahan din naman yung shot selection ng mga nakaberde.
Yeah, the quality of shots of Mapua, maganda. And you have to really attribute that to the playmaking of Clint Escamis na ngayon pinahinga ng konti ni Coach Randy Alcantara. On the other side,
solid na matchup to. Next na Resa, Allen Liwag, ininakot lang. That's a heavyweight matchup, Mr. Leongson.
A lot of beef, kumbaga. And you expect more of that. And now, Allen Liwag is demanding the ball. I want to see that matchup.
Pero napadaan si Jake Gaspay. Just block on the trail by...
That's Edward Ryan.
Edward Ryan,
Ang daming players ng Mapua na ganyan. Lengthy, very athletic. Medyo payat ng konti, but kumbaga can really contribute to what Coach Randy wants.
Allen Liwag's turn on the offensive end. Hindi nagtagumpay si Allen Liwag. So, 0-0 ba?
Yeah, pantay.
Pantay lang. Si Trex at si Allen Liwag in the meantime. Around 100 seconds remaining in the opening period. Wala yung tira ni Gonzalez.
Ito, isa pang balik Mapua, Cyril Gonzalez. After spending a season with UP, remember, he played his rookie year with Mapua. So, balik loob lang siya sa Intramuros.
Missed opportunity for the Blazers. Abdulia, kick out. Naku. Pasa. Nakarating kay Coach Jolly pa.
Hindi handa si Cyril Gonzalez on the trail job dun sa pasa ni Abdullah.
Balik sa loob si JC Recto. Upo muna si Edward Ryan. Minute and 24. Tignan mo itong lineup ng Mapua. Hindi nagkukulang sa height. Ang Benilde naman dadaanin na sa bilis. Bahala si Aliliwag sa loob.
Kumbaga, the size is never a problem pagdating sa Mapua. And you see the backcourt that they have.
Oo.
They have veteran guards who can really steer the team to the right places. Kumbaga, iuupo mo yung Clint Escamis. May sa'yo rin Gonzalez ka na, kahit balik loob siya sa NCAA, maikonsideran mo na rin na veterano eh.
In the meantime, Ian Torres absorbing the contact and a couple of free throws coming up for Mr. Torres. Naging prime din yung role ni Ian Torres back in season 100. Palitan sila ni John Malachete sa point guard duties. But again, that's the luxury of Charles Chu, having similar players that can do the job for him.
Kumbaga, the challenge for St. Benilde last year is, alam mo yung kayang ibigay ng Aliliwag. Alam mo yung kayang gawin ng Tony ng Justin Sanchez. But the point guard has been the biggest gaping hole. Nawalan ka ng JC Collier na napakalaking veterano. So, kumbaga, the challenge for Joel Ancheta, Josh Cahuco, and Ian Torres. Kumbaga, ang laki nung sapatos na kailangan nilang punanin. Medyo naabot naman ng konti, pero kung ang kalaban mo naman kasi Clint Escamis, napaka-veterano at MVP lang naman, medyo napakabigat na challenge.
Step up moment diba? Para sa kanila. Final minute. In the meantime, elevating the next generation of Filipino athletes, Playtime Cares, play with purpose. Tipon si Ian Torres. Pasa kay Liwag, pick and pop. No good on the free throw line jumper. Tumatakbo ang Mapua. Lead pass. Lasarte na naman! Labang pa rin si Ivan Lasarte sa Benilde.
It's basically the same play. This time, it's a pass up, dishing out that assist to Ian Lazarte. Ivan Lazarte was ready to seize the moment on those transferring opportunities. And nakakarami na itong batang to.
Check that. Tabla pala si Ivan Lasarte at ang Benilde turnover. Ayan yung panglamang. Ay! Sorry, miss. Too early on our side.
Binati mo kasi, minadali ng konti ni Ivan Lazarte.
Sorry naman, sirs.
But you gotta love how aggressive he's taking his charge on the open court.
6 seconds remaining. Blazers are aware of it. Torres, what will he do? Pass it to the inside. Gaspar, front three. Yes! Gandang panapos, Randol.
Nip and tuck matchup as you expected from a finals 3 match, and Jake Gaspar finally introducing himself to the Benildean faithful with that booming three to end the quarter.
What an eventful first quarter for these two teams. Justin Sanchez starting things up for the Blazers. Hindi lang nasundan. Clint Escamis leading the charge in making everyone happy. Making everyone happy. Actually, ang masaya lang si Ivan Lasarte. Diba? Karamihan ng puntos ng Mapua galing kay Ivan Lasarte, pero pinagtutulong-tulungan yan ng Benilde with that shot coming from Jake Gaspar. Kaya bumabasa, 3 ang lamang ng Mapua, 19-16.
Itong part na to.
Si Vic Soto na ata ang pinakaswerteng tao sa Pilipinas. Kahit hindi niya alam, kahit hindi niya sinasadya. Swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa
Playtime! Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%. Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out. Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo. Swerte sa akin ang Playtime. You're welcome!
Good afternoon. To set the tone in their title defense journey in the NCAA, Mapua needs to start strong. After a major minor change in their composition during the off-season, with some starters leaving, the Cardinals has something to prove, that no hiccup can affect their dominance in the NCAA. May umalis pero may pumirme. Para kay Clint Escamis, to play his final year when he could have been somewhere else is the only decision that's right and just for a program na inalagaan siya simula high school. Ito ay simpleng pagtanaw sa utang na loob pero malaking factor to tell a player's loyalty, and that matters for Clint. Jay and Dolph.
Diyan papasok Clint kasi yung factor na, sige, sa Mapua nag-aaral itong mga ito, di ba? Karamihan, mga engineering courses dito. And train ng mga engineers na masasabi natin, hindi sila naghahanap ng wala. Kung ano yung meron sila, they'll work on it and they'll make wonderful things with it.
They will find ways, especially for a guy like Clint Escamis. Kumbaga, umalis siya ng sandali, found his home. Ito naman talaga yung bahay mo. And this is one way to repay. He won an MVP. He ended a 36-year title drought. And aalis siya ng Mapua na engineer. Mas masarap kung may kasama pang isang championship yan.
Oh, of course, Escamis declaring that he will play his final year for the Cardinals this coming season. 1-0-1 in the meantime. Gaspay natuwa sa tres. Pumasok kasi yung kanina. Kala ko yan, medyo may kalakasan na. Rebound na kuha ng Mapua. Abdulia, rumol yung Drex de los Reyes pero may libre sa kanto. Ikot muna yung atake. Labas. Nakuha ni Allen Liwag. Lead guy. Uy, natabik yung bola. But there comes Ivan Lasarte with the recovery. Brand new 24 for the Cardinals. Saan sila pupunta? Sa kanto, sa pass-up, all air, rebound na ng Liwag. Tumatakbo pa rin ng St. Benilde kahit nandun naman si Allen Liwag na kaya tumiskarte sa ilalim.
I was gonna point that out. Two of the three shots that Allen Liwag has taken has been from the perimeter. The only shot that he's taken inside was a well-defended hook shot against Drex de los Reyes. You want to see Allen Liwag to impose his will more down low. Kumbaga parang take advantage of the advantages that you get.
Ito sa play na yung kanina, kaya nakapunto si Jake Gaspay. He was able to attract Drex de los Reyes and he made the runner. Jake Gaspay later, for sure, he'll have that option to drop it off to any big guy, especially to Allen Liwag.
Kumbaga parang namamagnet ni Allen Liwag yung depensa eh. So kumbaga, Allen Liwag have to have that mentality, that awareness that he will always attract yung atensyon ng depensa ng Mapua, and that will only open up the field for his other teammates.
Elevating the next generation of Filipino athletes, Playtime Cares, play with purpose. Balik sa loob si Clint Escamis, si Yam Concepcion, si Joe Gulapa para sa Mapua. Sa Benilde naman, balik sa loob. Ito si... Actually, balik sa loob si Sean Mamali. And yung guy on the floor, Nathan Victoria.
Yeah, Matt Olian. Matt Olian now, Jericho Halalon. So the thing is, you're seeing a variation nung lineup ng St. Benilde. They're keeping the usual bigs inside, but yung backward, hinahanap pa rin ni Coach Charles Chu yung tamang mix. Kanina, sinimulan ni Kahukong, diba, pumasok. Hindi pa nga natin nakita si Jomel Alchena in today's game. Now it's Jericho Halalon's turn to challenge itong si Clint Escamis.
Pero sa depensa nagparamdam ang Benilde. Ended up as a Mapua turnover. The Blazers so far, hindi pa nila... Actually, had the lead earlier. They had a 4th running start but hasn't reclaimed the lead up until now. Roger Ondoa scoring. First 2 points for Ondoa. Lamang ang Benilde.
Found the crease in the Mapua defense with Yam Concepcion and Joe Gulapa playing closer to the free throw line. Nakahanap ng buta sa baseline itong si Roger Ondoa and really took advantage of that space.
Playtime Cares play of the quarter. Roger Ondoa going baseline. Nagkaroon kasi ng espasyo kasi lumabas yung shot ng Mali.
Yeah, that's one of the things too. Kumbaga, Sean Umali and Allen Liwag has been developing that mid-range game, really extending, and that frees up that space down low in the paint. And kumbaga, kung hahanapin lang ng St. Benilde yung spaces doon sa depensa ng Mapua, tulad nung nagawa ni Roger Ondoa, that can only mean good things for them.
Good steal by Escamis. There's Ivan Lasarte with a finish one more time. Paulit-ulit na lang Ivan Lasarte, 15 puntos. Ay ngayon, is trailing the Blazers by 5.
But really, what a step-up game for Ivan Lasarte to really show that hindi lang si Clint Escamis yung kailangan ninyong bantayan sa larong to. And you know, masaya si Clint Escamis na ganyan eh. Set-up lang ako sa team.
Di pa nga pumupunta si Clint Escamis eh.
I think he's only taken two shots in this game.
Will he take his third? Di maiwasan si Alalo. Binilagay na lang kay JC Recto. 3-quarter straight but short rebound. Sean O'Malley. Blazers wanting to push the pace. Roger Ondoa. Hindi maipagbag si Yam Concepcion. Ikot muna sa taas. May weave na magaganap dito. Pick and roll coming up, but they go to the weak side. Ondoa could not handle that letter properly. They have 6 on the 24. Gaspay to Oli. Matt Oli for 3. Balik ang kalabangan sa CSB 23-21. Approaching the halfway point of the second quarter. Recto, Lazarte, sinayawan sa Oli. Lazarte gets independent, no good. Joe Gulapa struggling with the letter. Baksak si Gulapa. Nakipag-agawan si Jericho Halalot. May foul na nahuli si referee Reyante.
I thought Joe Gulapa was bound to be called for a traveling because kumbaga umikot nakadapa, nakahiga. But it seems like the referees had a better vantage point in saying that Jericho Halalon, tiningnan siguro yung tama sa ulo.
Oh. Saan pupunta ang opensa ng Mapua? Di makuha ni Scabby sa bola. It's demanding for that basketball. But great off-ball defense applied by the Blazers. Naubos yung shot clock. Walang tinamaan yung jumper. Takbo ngayon ang Benilde. Noah, nagkakandara pa. May libre sa kanto. Oli na naman. Kapigilang. Rebound yan, Concepcion. Mapua wanting to push the pace. But there's a transition defense by Benilde. Escamis, his third attempt. Finally a bucket.
Easy peasy para kay Clint Escamis. Seeing, kumbaga nakahanap ng runway and Sean O'Malley was too late to challenge. That's just easy 2 points for the former NCAA MVP.
Agaw na naman ang Mapua. Lead pass, Yam Concepcion. One dribble, contact, no good. Down Roger Ondoa. Babalikan lang natin sa Clint Escamis kanina. Nandun na yung mentality na he's gonna pick his spot, he's gonna pick his style. Na sige, kung depensa pumupunta na sa mga kakampi ko as Matt Oli knocks down the 3-pointer. Diba? Doon siya pupuntos. Pero si Matt Oli, hindi natin napapansin, nakakadalo 3-pointer na itong si Matt Oli. Tingnan natin to creation ni Sean O'Malley, papunta kay Matt Oli. Junk ng 3-pointer of the quarter. Basta hot pot. Sa junk nan kayo pupunta, not your ordinary hot pot. Time out tayo.
Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%.
Taas nun, ha?
Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out.
Ang bilis!
Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo.
Swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa
Playtime. Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out.
Ang bilis!
Swerte sa akin ang Playtime. You're welcome.
Once again, you can catch all the exciting matchups of the Playtime Cares Filoil EcoOil Preseason Cup live and free on PulsoP.com. Your game, your community, join now. Of course, Playtime Cares Filoil EcoOil Preseason Cup is presented by ABC Tile Adhesive.
One thing that I want to point out, Jay, the bench points have come to play for CSB. Kumbaga, nahirapan yung mga tulad nila Justin Sanchez to start, but guys like Matthew Oli have made significant contributions to take this 3-point lead at the halfway point of our second quarter.
Jan Concepcion able to avoid all the defenders that ran into him, but it did not materialize. Twin Tower ang ginawa dito kombinasyon ng Blazers, Sean O'Malley and Allen Liwag on the floor at the same time. High-low play, nagresulta ng foul.
And you really love to see that. Kumbaga, when you have two bigs who are capable of playing down low, one must know how to play nasa top of the arc. And that's just how Sean O'Malley and Allen Liwag did. And now we want to see that from Allen Liwag. Yung kumbaga, demand and impose your will down low. Kasi at times, last NCAA season, it seemed like Alan Liwag was a bit tentative. Kumbaga, nagsishy away from physicality. That's one of the learnings that he should have gotten from that runner-up finish of CSB.
Free throws ni Alan Liwag, hatid sa atin ng ABC Tile Adhesive. Sigurado ka dito. Kaya nga ang plain observation lang naman dyan when you see the game of Sean O'Malley, di ba? Noong nasa LPU pa. Oh, Belga!
Light.
DNA, di ba? Yung manggagaling sa taas, di ba? Try to create from the top of the key. See the situation, always ready for the handoff, di ba?
Kumbaga, sa lumang parlance, ang bumangga, giba.
Oo.
And that's one thing that you also hope that Sean O'Malley can rub off to one Alan Liwag na. Kumbaga, nagbubugbugan ka sa practice. Dapat pagdating sa laro, hindi ka na kinakabahan, hindi ka na dinadaga.
And nakakuha ng rebound si Alan Liwag. Still a 3-point lead for the Blazers. 26-23, under 3 minutes to play. Open 3. Jericho Halal did not pick the bell. Ondoa, offensive rebound, but the ball was stripped away from Ondoa. Talagang ang aga ng denial kay Clint Escamis. Backcourt pa lang eh.
They're trying to deny Clint Escamis the ball, and even if Clint Escamis gets the leather, he's been trying his best. Kumbaga, yung CSB defense markado.
Shot clock, an issue. Escamis threw up a prayer, but there was a foul spotted against Alan Liwag. Issue kasi yan eh. Ang bumabantay kay Escamis si Liwag. And Clint Escamis saw gold.
Kumbaga parang nanlalaki yung mata mo.
Para nakakita ng peso, sign dollar, sign, uy, bakit to?
And again, speaks volumes on the maturity of one Clint Escamis. Kumbaga utak eh, grabe yung, we're talking about how he's willing to pick his spots, set up his teammates, and he knows when to take his shot, and he knows that he has the advantage. Mas malaki si Alan Liwag on defense, but he can find a way to fish for fouls.
Elevating the next generation of Filipino athletes, Playtime Cares, play with purpose. 2 for 2 so far for Clint Escamis.
Warm up niya to.
Oo. Isa pa. Nabitin ng isa. Pag pumasok to, magtatabla to.
And he needs to get his rhythm going because again, he's only taken 3 shots so far. 2 was from the perimeter, he missed. And then the first field goal that he made was a layup. So now, kumbaga kinukuha niya yung pulso ng ball.
Lalayo na yan. Lalayo. There's a foul on the screenplay. Naiiwanan kasi si Clint Escamis. And naiiwanan kasi, nanulak na lang doon sa screenplay.
Naipit eh.
Tabla tayo sa 26. But starting to become, what we can say, a chess match between Randy Alcantara and Charles Chu.
Game has slowed down a bit, and I feel like this slow pace favors Benilde. Not just because of the height that they have, because Mapua's equally capable bigs, but mas deliberate kasi yung gustong atake ni Coach Charles Chu.
And the speed of Mapua, the speed advantage of Mapua has been denied. Pero pagdating sa speed advantage, pero makaka-fast break ka na. Sige, tuloy mo na. Roger Ondoa, tinuloy nga niya.
And remember, the 15 points of Ivan Lazarte, majority of those came in the open court through fast breaks. It was never through play. So, as much as Clint Escamis is setting up plays for them, nakuha nila yan of advantage by running and quickening the pace.
Foul whistled by referee Rico Cuaron. Pangalawa ni JJ, Jericho Halalon. And yan ay hinahanap mo. Jomel Lanceta, Josh Kahukom.
Ano pa lang si Jericho Halalon ngayon eh. The passenger pa lang siya ngayon. But you know,
Hindi pa sa kanya yung boost.
Hindi pa binibigay ni Kuya Gio sa kanya. Pero you expect him. We know how capable this kid is. And he's gonna get his chances in the CSB.
Final 75 seconds of the first half. Nahiya to press. Patake na lang si Liwag. Showing his stuff, Alan Liwag. Sabi niya, uy, makaka-atake din ako, ha?
And you really love to see that aggressiveness from Alan Liwag. Yeah.
You're surprised.
Kumbaga yung basic na triple threat eh. But really against the defense of Joe Gulapa, who's no slouch on defense. but really just the length, the wingspan of Allen Liwag helping him in that exchange.
And there's a denial on the defensive end. Escami saving it to the wrong guy, passing it to an opponent. Jomel Acheta, touchdown.
Miscommunication leading to another basket for CSB. Points off turnovers from them, 13 points now para dito sa Blazers. And this is no surprise, they're leading by 6.
Shot clock and game clock identical. And Escami is well aware of it. Blazers has a foul to give. Kailan nila gagamitin? Escamis still directing traffic and in double team. Escamis gusto nang umalis. Escamis bigla nag-step back. 3 on the way. No good. Rebound battle. Naubos na ang oras. And quite an exhilarating finish sa ating first half despite our observation that the pace has slowed down.
Yeah, the CSB really neutralizing that open court of Mapua, but that time Clint Escamis getting his first field goal. I really like the passing of Sean Umali, 2 assists to his name. Both of those have been gorgeous passes. One was from Matthew Oli, and you see here the aggressiveness of the CSB on the open court leading to that Roger Ondoa fast break, and they find themselves up by 6 at halftime.
Itong part na to.
Okay po.
Swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa
Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%. Taas nun, ha? Swerte sa akin ng Playtime. You're welcome.
Di abot ang data! GG bro! Don't worry! Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi bitin with 10 gig data to power your games plus only Facebook or only TikTok. Load now!
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry! Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
Hindi umuulan.
Di mo tayo makakabenta. Yes! Don't worry. Be only with Smart's Power All 99. Hindi bitin ang benta with only TikTok or Facebook plus 10 gig data and more. Load now!
Itong part na to.
si Vic Soto na ata ang pinakaswerteng tao sa Pilipinas. Kahit hindi niya alam, kahit hindi niya sinasadya. Swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa
Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%. Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out. Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo. Swerte sa akin ng Playtime. You're welcome. Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%. Taas nun, ha? Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out. Ang bilis! Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo.
Swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa
Playtime. Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out. Ang bilis! Swerte sa akin ng Playtime. You're welcome. Itong part na to.
Okay po.
Swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa
Playtime. Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%. Taas nun, ha? Swerte sa akin ng Playtime. You're welcome.
Di abot ang data! GG bro! Don't worry! Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi bitin with 10 gig data to power your games plus only Facebook or only TikTok. Load now!
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry! Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
Hindi umuulan.
Di mo tayo makakabenta. Yes! Don't worry! Be only with Smart's Power All 99. Hindi bitin ang benta with only TikTok or Facebook plus 10 gig data and more. Load now!
Itong part na to.
si Vic Soto na ata ang pinakaswerteng tao sa Pilipinas. Kahit hindi niya alam, kahit hindi niya sinasadya. Swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa
Playtime! Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%. Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out. Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo. Swerte sa akin ng Playtime. You're welcome! Playtime! Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%. Taas nun, ha? Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out. Ang bilis! Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo.
swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa
Playtime! Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out. Ang bilis! Swerte sa akin ng Playtime. You're welcome!
Itong part na to.
Okay po.
swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa
Playtime! Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%. Taas nun, ha? Swerte sa akin ng Playtime. You're welcome!
Di abot ang data! GG bro! Don't worry! The Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi bitin with 10 gig data to power your games plus only Facebook or only TikTok. Load now!
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry! The Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
Hindi umuulan.
Di mo tayo makakabenta. Yes! Don't worry! The Only with Smart's Power All 99. Hindi bitin ang benta with only TikTok or Facebook plus 10 gig data and more. Load now!
Itong part na to.
Si Vic Soto na ata ang pinakaswerteng tao sa Pilipinas. Kahit hindi niya alam, kahit hindi niya sinasadya. Swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa
Playtime! Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%. Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out. Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo. Swerte sa akin ng Playtime. You're welcome! Playtime! Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%. Taas nun, ha? Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out. Ang bilis! Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo.
swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa
Playtime! Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out. Ang bilis! Swerte sa akin ng Playtime. You're welcome!
Itong part na to.
Okay.
Halftime natin, tamang ng 6 ang College of St. Benilde Blazers kontra Mapua University Cardinals 32-26. Jay De La Cruz together with Randolph Leongson with Kate Reyes at courtside para sa pagpapatuloy ng ating Playtime Cares Filoil EcoOil Preseason Cup presented by the ABC Tile Adhesives. And speaking of ABC Tile Adhesives, ito na yung halftime stats, Randolph.
A lot of free throws being given to CSB, and you have to credit that to their aggressiveness. However, only 5 of 10 from the charity stripe. 13 turnovers for the side of the Mapua Cardinals. But one thing that I really want to point out, the bench points. 25 for the Blazers, only 6 points para sa Cardinals. Yung mga relievers nila needs to step up. We will see a lot of reasons now pagdating ng leading scorers natin, Jay.
Kasi pagdating sa leading scorers, sige, sabihin na natin ngayon para masaya. Sa Mapua, madali lang naman ang story. Ivan Lazarte at 1 point led
outscored the whole
entire
Blazers team.
CSB team, di ba? Pero kung titignan mo yung distribution ng CSB nung first half, aba, leading scorer, Matthew Oli, off the bench, 6 points. Jake Gasbay, off the bench, 5 points. Roger Andoa, off the bench, 4 points. Ganun lang yung puntusan ng St. Benilde, pero collectively, they did the damage.
Yeah, the relievers really doing their damage. And ang gusto kong i-point out dito, Jay, hindi pa nagpaparamdam masyado yung alinliwag para sa CSB.
Again, score natin 32-26. Pagbabalik natin, umpisa na natin ang ating second half.
Itong part na to.
Okay po.
Swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa
Playtime! Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%. Taas nun, ha? Swerte sa akin ang Playtime. You're welcome!
Di abot ang data! Defeat! GG bro! Don't worry! The Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi bitin with 10 gig data to power your games plus only Facebook or only TikTok. Load now!
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry! The Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi na bitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
Please, umuulan.
Di mo tayo makakabenta!
Yes!
Don't worry! The Only with Smart's Power All 99. Hindi bitin ang benta with only TikTok or Facebook plus 10 gig data and more. Load now!
Itong part na to.
si Vic Soto na.
Second half is upon us dito sa ating Playtime Cares Filoil EcoOil Preseason Cup presented by ABC Tile Adhesive. Catch all the exciting matchups live and free on pusop.com. Your game, your community. Join now. Third quarter na tayo. Jay De La Cruz, Randolph Youngson, Kate Reyes. At ayan, si Clifton Scamis, airball ang inumpisahan. Buti na lang, nandun si Drex De Los Reyes.
Pasa daw yun, Jay.
Apa?
Sabi ni Clint Scamis.
I'm sorry, Clint. I'm sorry.
Drex De Los Reyes on the right place at the right time. Boxing out alinliwag. That's one of the things. If you're a coach, you really want to teach your guys. Use your size to your advantage. Box out lang. Gamitin mo ng konti yung katawan mo. And Drex De Los Reyes did that to a T.
Gustong pumawi sa kabila ng alinliwag, kaso hangin natin naman ng kanyang tira. Rebound na kuha ng Mapua. By the way, ang kasama ni Escamis at ni De Los Reyes, itong si Young Concepcion, si Abdulia, at pati na rin si EJ sa pasak. There's Drex De Los Reyes trying to be creative. Ayun, minituhan ng referee. Anong ginawa niya?
Sumayaw ng cha-cha. Nanggaling na sa akin.
Oo. By the way, for the Blazers, they have Justin Sanchez, who's relatively quiet.
He's been trying his earnest to be aggressive. But the shots haven't really fell for Justin Sanchez in this game.
Kasama niya Matt Oli, Jake Caspay, Ian Torres, at Allen Liwag. Torres able to cross over Drex De Los Reyes, but the ball was taken away. Here comes Quint Escamis on the run. Saw the situation, they don't have the numbers. Kumuha ng defender. Bigay sa weak side. De Los Reyes, semi-hook, bitin. Young Concepcion, ang daming tao. Kick out muna. May libre. Abdulia, nakasagasaan ni Jake Caspay.
Nahihirapan ng pumreno si Jake Caspay on that close-up. And the good thing now is you see Mapua being methodical in this attack for this third quarter. Clint Scamis is directing traffic as expected, but they are now mapping out plays na talagang nakita ng Rockies ni Coach Randy Alcantara.
O kasi fast break points. Points of turnovers. Doon nakakuha ng puntos ang Mapua. And recognizing the Blazers initiated a very deliberate pace. Good response mula sa bataan nila Coach Randy Alcantara. Sher Frascan Abdulia.
One of their homegrown players para dito sa Mapua. Baga, nag-transition from Red Robins, now joining yung mga kuya niya in their Cardinals team.
4 straight points for the Cardinals to start the second half. Caspay, naagawan ni Clint Escamis. Escamis versus Caspay, nagwagi yung Caspay. And there's a foul that's going to be tagged on Clint Escamis.
That was a nice catch-up by Jake Caspay, making up for that miscue. Kahit may naunahan ng konti ni Clint Escamis, Caspay knows that he had the length to block that fast break attempt ni Clint Escamis, and he was able to pull that one out in that exchange.
Liwag sa taas. Sanchez sa ilalim. Off to the left on that shot. Hindi pa rin nakakapuntos ang CSB dito sa ating third quarter. Abdulya for 3. Off to the right. Rebound won by who? Matt Oli. To the other side, Allen Liwag. And ito naman si Allen Liwag doing Josh Kahuko moves.
And nakabawi na si Allen Liwag kay Clint Escamis on that exchange. Wala nang nagawa si Clint Escamis. He was caught flat-footed below the basket, and the size just favored Allen Liwag. With the speed, he won that battle.
Oh, what a putback coming from Yam Concepcion in the bucket. Plus a foul. First 2 points ni Yam Concepcion. Ang ganda na ng kilos ni Dexter Reyes dito. Napalakas lang. Yam Concepcion. Uy, walang bumax out sa akin. Kaya talunan.
You want to see that from Yam Concepcion after that a little bit tentative first half. This is a positive sign na nakikita mong rumirigo doon na si Yam Concepcion sa loob.
I miss you. We have been waiting for this. Actually, itong tournament ito, we have been waiting for this for weeks, di ba? And finally, here we are at hindi tayo binibigo itong dalawang koponan na to. And sa close encounter, yung unang laro nga natin, close encounter eh. Come from behind victory by the Knights against the Chiefs. In the meantime, another Benilde turnover. Sa pass-up to Escamis. Kapag!
All day to shoot for Mr. MVP Clint Escamis. And I told you, he got his rhythm through those free throws earlier. He knows when to pick his spots. He's not forcing the issue. And when the right opportunity came, Clint Escamis just knocked that down.
Natawagan pa ng offensive foul si Allen Liwag. Ito, pajak ng 3-pointer muna. Courtesy of Clint Escamis. Jackman 3-pointer of the quarter brought to us by Jackman, not your ordinary hotpot. Bumalik ang kalamangan sa mga taga-Intramuros. Concepcion wanting to fend off Jake Gaspay. Abdulya going baseline. Cannot fend off Ian Torres. Escamis under duress. All air. Rebound Allen Liwag. Someone on the lead. That's Justin Sanchez. Nandun nga lang si Sapasap. Good D by EJ Sapasap.
Yeah, nice stand by the Mapua Cardinals defense. EJ Sapasap bodying up Justin Sanchez on that to avoid that fast break opportunity.
Liwag thinking a long-range jumper. Nahiya yung bola pumasok. Rebound na kuha ni Clint Escamis. Sakto 6 na minuto. Escamis to the left corner. Abdulya malakas. Rebound mananalo si Yam. Sometime on the shot clock says 9 seconds. Sa pass-up directing traffic. They want to go to Dexter Reyes. But sa pass-up decided to attack. And the kick out. Escamis. That is short. Pero napasabit si Matt Oli.
That's the second time that the CSB defense is rewarding Clint Escamis with 3 shots from the free throw line. And that corners have been unmarked in this third quarter para sa CSB. Mapua is just making a living. You saw Clint Escamis knock down one. Abdullah knock down one. This time, Clint Escamis will get 3 more free throws from that corner.
3 free throws for Clint Escamis brought to us by ABC Tile Adhesive. Napalo sa noo ni Justin Sanchez. Nakita ni Sanchez, may lamok.
Masyado nang matangkad, masyado pa mahaba.
Oo. Malayo pa sa double figures si Clint Escamis. Ayan, double figures na, 10 puntos. 4 rebounds, 3 assists, under 20 minutes of play.
And majority of those points are coming in the second half. Kumbaga, as much as he's picking his spots, he's also taking over for Mapua.
May istorya si Kate Reyes. Ano yan, Kate?
Considering their players' experience, it's safe to say that Benilde is among the NCAA teams surrounded by very big expectations coming into this tournament. When Mapua got in the way for a championship, all they could think of is to get more equipped to get it next year. And that time is now. As new faces like Moore and Celis, among others, get activated, more reasons for Benilde to finally get it, according to Antonio Sepio. All they gotta work on is to find a system that works for them since they already have what they need for roles. Jay and Dolph.
Tawag dyan, alam mo, Kate Randolph, tamang timpla.
Oh, and you know, I remember last year, we were pinning St. Benilde as the title favorites for the NCAA Season 100 with the personnel that they got, like this guy, Allen Liwag, diba? Sila Tony Inot were activated. The motivation was ibawi yung grupo nila, Will Kozu,
That's true, that's
for
true.
being denied. And now, falling short from that season, masakit eh. You've retooled and still you fell short. So, lalo na ngayon na nagdagdagan sila ng manpower is nabanggit nga ni si Rafi Selly, sila SJ Moore. Kumbaga, mas lumalaki yung pressure para kay Coach Charles to deliver a chip for the first time since 2000 sa top. Sa kabilang side ng top,
kabilang side,
yeah.
On the east side of Taft Avenue. And actually, di ba, Charles Chu, even he himself declared that one of his sole mission, di ba, kaya masasabi natin, nagbawas ng trabaho konti si Charles Chu, di ba? Sige, nandiyan yung negosyo. Pero sa basketball's point focus is to bring a crowd to the residents of Taft Avenue, east side.
Alam mo, if you're Coach Charles Chu, as sweet as it is to coach teams like SGA na ang dami mong superstar in DeMarcus Cousins, sila Andre Blanch, iba pa rin yung nagcha-champion ka sa collegiate because the euphoria is always there.
Ganda naman ang pick and roll play na ni Ian Torres at ni Allen Liwag. That is our Playtime Cares play of the quarter.
And you know, babalik lang tayo dun sa point na yun, when it comes to CSB, you've retooled with a lot of players. You talked about Rafi Sellis, Sean O'Malley, sa SJ Moore. As good as those guys are, kailangan pa rin mag-mesh niyan pagdating sa loob. So, Coach Charles has to find a way to blend them together. Sabi mo, tamang timpla. Doon sa usual suspects na sila Allen Liwag, sila Justin Sanchez, sila Tony Inot. Kumaga, to get you over the hump.
Player shoots for the Blazers. Labas muna ang bola. O'Malley. Nandun nakabanta rin double team sa kanya pero hindi mabigay yung bola dito. Finally, Ancheta got it. Sending it to the corner. Rafi Sellis knocking down the three.
I told you, I love this kid's game. Rafi Sellis he already showed flashes in his time in Ateneo, but I believe that his game will thrive more in the NCAA with CSB once he gets a more featured role. He's just showing us that range with that three-pointer, but you have to see the aggressiveness of this kid.
Sean O'Malley is gone. And suddenly, the Blazers went ahead 41-38 with under 3.5 remaining in the third quarter.
A slow break from Sean O'Malley.
Try nga natin sabihin kay Sean O'Malley.
It doesn't matter what speed it is as long as it ends to 2 points. That's gonna be good for Coach Charles Chu.
Here comes the Blazers. Expect a Randy Alcantara timeout with a conversion from the Blazers. Allen Liwag scores. And the Cardinals has seen enough. Kani-kanila lang Mapua ang may lamang ngayon. Ang Blazers, they are ahead by 5, 43-38.
Itong part na to.
Si Vic Soto na ata ang pinakaswerteng tao sa Pilipinas. Kahit hindi niya alam, kahit hindi niya sinasadya. Swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa
Playtime! Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%. Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out. Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo. Swerte sa akin ang Playtime. You're welcome!
Back in the series inside the Playtime Filoil Center, Jaden Cruz, Randolph Leongson, Kate Reyes on a Sunday afternoon. At kung naghahanap pa kayo ng mapupuntahan, kung nanonood kayo sa pusopi.com, naghahanap pa kayo mapupuntahan, maaga pa, may opening ceremonies pa tayo, di ba? After this ball game, and we have one more matchup for our opening day festivities. May Adamson kontra Lasal pa mamaya.
Yeah, Final Four rematch yun in the UAAP. That UAAP matchup will cap off our opening day and what has been a highly entertaining opening day so far.
That is
Dogfight
true.
ng first game, lalo pa itong finals rematch ngayong second game.
4 on the shot clock. EJ Sampasam has to do something aside from bumping into the defense of the Blazers.
That's a bad play coming off the timeout. Medyo nagkanya-kanya ng konti. Itong Mapua looking out of whack. Cyril Gonzalez has to do a better job in setting up and direct traffic para sa kanyang koponan.
Boards play. Nalibre si Gio Gonzaga sa labas. But he opted to go inside. But there was a foul. Oh, offensive foul. Check that. 3-second violation ang nahuli ni referee Reyarte.
And you know, we're talking during the commercial. CSB has been, they have found a lot of success attacking that paint before that timeout, talking about attacking the defense of Joe Gulapa down low. Medyo nangangapa sa loob yung Joe Gulapa as a center. I see him more of a power forward. And when you are defending a guy like Sean Umal, you can play inside and outside. You're gonna have problems. And thus, kaya lamang ng 5 ang CSB.
Again, the challenges that the Cardinals are experiencing. They're having encountered, di ba? In playing this deliberate half-court setup. Ngayon, ang ginagawa lang nila just to take advantage of all that. Dahil penalty na ang Benilde. Sige, free throws, di ba? Pumatake lang kayo, pa-foul din yan.
And if they can find success there, they have to also take chance with these free throws. However,
sige.
they're only, well, they shot, this is only their second miss courtesy of Ivan Lazarte off of 11 shots from the 15-foot line.
Alam mo bakit? Ang nakarami kasi dyan si Escamis
Oo nga eh. Kumbaga inunti-unti niknit mula sa free throw eh.
Apat hinahabol ng Mapua, 43-39. Umali, there's a handoff. Tough shot, pero may foul.
Yeah, that's on Joe Gulapa.
Inabot si Kahukom. And Joe Gulapa could not believe it. Just the first foul though for Joe Gulapa. Pero si Josh Kahukom, medyo struggling pa sa ngayon. 2 puntos pa lang. Hala, sige. Chance na makakuha ng rhythm, kumbaga.
And again, as I was saying during the first half, the point guard position for CSB is for the taking for everyone. Again, you have to, no one has lived up to the levels of a JC Culiar. Kumbaga, I think JC is also working as an assistant for Coach Charles Chu now. So kumbaga, that's the challenge for these guys to really take that opportunity, take that challenge, seize the moment in getting that starting point guard spot.
By the way, elevating the next generation of Filipino athletes, Playtime Cares play with purpose. Kami Severino, Iwaita.
A line challenge yan, no? Diba? We're talking about the point guard spot, and one guy that's coaching is one of the premier point guards back in his heyday in T.Y. Tang, who's a champion not just in college but also in the pros.
100 seconds remaining. Actually, lamang ang CSB dito. JC Recto. Ang saklap lang, kung ikaw yung Mapua, pag-aatake ka, pag lilipat ka na, masasalubong mo depensa. Oh, clean block by Joe Gulapa.
That's one way to recoup those misses by playing defense, and that's how really Mapua can get back in this game.
Sa pass-up, Recto. By the way, Cyril Gonzalez back in the game for Coach Randy Alcantara. They go to Cyril, the floater. Nilampasan lang yung butas ng ring.
He hasn't really gotten his game yet.
Kahukom going to his spot. Still strong on the pull-up. Final minute of the third. Recto. Gusto makipagsayo kay Rafi Celis. Naku, walang humabol kay Lazarte. Tabingin lang yung tres. John Gulapa with the offensive rebound.
You gotta love the off-ball movement of Ivan Lazarte. He's very active on the floor, and you really need that if you're Mapua. Nothing is happening for your team. But yung off-ball movement lang, moving without the ball, can really find you open creases pagdating sa depensa.
Nakita natin kanina si Kulapay. Gusto sana bumakdown nang nakita niya si Sean O'Malley.
Medyo
Sandali Sandali.
malaking tao na ako Mas malaki pa itong bantay ko.
And nangyari lang, nataming palabas. So the ball will stay on the side of Mapua. Saglit lang. May kinaklaro lang ang ating mga statisticians sa ating referee. Kasi gusto nilang ipasok si Bon Daha. Actually,
Ernest Daha.
Si Ernest Daha. Bon Ernest kasi.
Kapatid, yung Ron Irvin.
Bon Irvin. Si Ernest Daha. The problem, however, remember the rule here dito sa ating preseason cup. You can enter 20 players in the lineup, but you can only play 15.
16
actually in a game.
Kumbaga ano yan a leeway that the Filoil management is giving to these teams na, sige, we'll give you a chance to tinker with your lineup. Mag-name ka ng 20. Iba nga umaabot pa, they replace that with at least 3 more players until the third game.
And all is cleared. Time. Ball tap out of bounds. Mananatili yan sa Mapua. Pero ang shot clock, sabi, 4 na segundo na lang. Baseline throw in. Lazarte, catch and shoot. Nanahimik sa 15 puntos yung Evan Lazarte.
Hindi na siya nakakuha ng points in the fast break.
Sean O'Malley. Binigay pa. Irel Galas.
Again, Sean O'Malley has really been heaven sent for CSB. Not just with the heft, but also his playmaking.
Naiwan si JC Recto. The easiest 2 points of JC Recto and his very first 2 points of this ball game. 47-41 for CSB. Final shot. Atake. Nice extra pass. Galas. Umabot pero napalakas yung bato. Natapos ang ating third quarter na nakuha ng College of St. Benilde Blazers ang kalamangan kontra Mapua University Cardinals. Even though Clint Escami is making a lot of noise from the perimeter, getting fouled in the perimeter, diba? Andyan naman yung rest back ng CSB, Allen Liwag, putting a smile on the face of his point guard, finishing those quality passes, making quality shots. Tapos andyan yung Sean O'Malley, may iba pang rest back na Irel Galas, na Rafi Celis, na nag-iingay na sa opensa para sa CSB. Kaya nga naman lamang ng 6 ang Blazers.
Playtime! Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%. Taas dun, ha? Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out. Ang bilis! Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo.
Swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa
Playtime! Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out. Ang bilis! Swerte sa akin ang Playtime. You're welcome!
Itong part na to.
Okay po.
swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa
Playtime! Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%. Taas dun, ha? Swerte sa akin ang Playtime. You're welcome!
We're about to begin the fourth quarter of this Mapua CSB matchup sa pagpapatuloy ng Playtime Cares Filoil EcoOil Preseason Cup presented by ABC Tile Adhesive. You can catch all the exciting matchups live and free on pusop.com. Your game, your community. May gigil na gigil ka stat dito kanina, Rando.
Yeah, the bench points remain tilting in favor of the Blazers. 36 points from the bench against just 10 for the Cardinals. And one guy that I really wanted to focus on, Cyril Gonzalez, has been absent in this game. Coach Randy Alcantara is spinning his hopes that whenever he puts Clint Escalix on the bench, Cyril's veteran instincts can recuperate that right on cue. Hopefully he can get his game going in this fourth quarter.
That's the first 2 points of Siren Gonzalez in this ball game. Iba pang stat niya in 9 minutes of play, an assist and a couple of turnovers. Might be the basket he's been looking for.
Maybe the spark that he needs.
Oh, nice extra pass to Sean O'Malley, absorbing the contact, getting the bucket plus a foul.
And that's what I was pointing out. Using your weight to your advantage. And Sean O'Malley is a master of doing that. See how he protected the ball with his wide body against an equally beefy Drex De Los Reyes. And he's gonna be rewarded with this bonus.
Pagdating ng season 101, no? Solid na match-up to, no? Drex De Los Reyes, saka Sean O'Malley.
Bawal maging vegetarian. Ganong katinding beef yung umpugan na yan.
6-point lead for the guys in green. Lazarte. 16 points back in the first half. Haven't scored a point. Turnover pa. Sean O'Malley, nagbisto lang point guard. Sean O'Malley, extra pass. Iril Galas. Yes!
And you expect that from Sean O'Malley in his final season with LPU before transferring to CSB. He has shown that flashes, that soft touch, playing that point center position. So, ang galing mamasa. Grabe yung court vision ni Sean O'Malley. Just a prime addition para sa Blazers.
But don't look now, Randolph. There's an 8-point lead for the Blazers. 51-43. Slowly pulling away. Itong Mapua tried to address that situation. Binalik na si Clint Escamis. Lazarte ran into some trouble. He'll be rewarded for it.
Maybe just what the doctor ordered for Mapua. Kumbaga, stability yung binibigay ng Clint Escamis. And if you're one of the 4 other players in gold on the court, ang laking confidence boost din kasi nun eh. Na alam mo na, Clint will put us in the right positions to make the right plays. And karamihan ng puntos itong mamang to, si Ivan Lazarte in the first half, si Clint Escamis yung nagpasa kanya. Kumbaga, isusubo na lang sa'yo.
And true enough, look, it seems that Clint Escamis can play this entire stretch because looking at the numbers, only played 20 minutes so far. It's
Very conservative.
Conservative, and it's something. Those are the kind of minutes that primary players will net. Yun yung palalaro ng mga coaches ng mga primary players nila eh. You would not expect them to see to play 34 minutes, 35 minutes, di ba?
Kumbaga, enough seasoning lang din. Remember, this is still the preseason. As much as a lot of pride is being played, you also want to get enough reps and enough rest for your players.
Oh, nice pass! Drex De Los Reyes. Fully recognized by Jan Concepcion. Ganda rin ng touch passing mula kay Clint Escamis.
Yeah, catching us off guard. Escamis with a hockey pass. Jan Concepcion with a quick pass to an open Drex De Los Reyes down low. 2 points. They're down by just 5 points.
A lot of basketball time remaining. Galas skying high for that baseline layup, no good. Rebound battle won by Ivan Lazarte. A lot of contact, no whistle was blown. Jan Concepcion, naghintay ng mga kaibigan. Kick out this Camis, or rather that side of Gonzalez. Pass intended for Drex De Los Reyes, taken away by Sean O'Malley. Lead pass, Galas got it. Galas could not convert. Good defense by Yam. And there's a holding foul by Rafi Celis. Ivan Lazarte partially did not appreciate that held down.
And I want to credit on that last play on Yam Concepcion. Alam mo yung tinuturo sa mga basketball clinic when you're defending. Tayo ka lang.
Straight up.
Straight up. Huwag ka nang pumayong. And that's what Yam Concepcion did in getting that block on Irel Galas.
Unang foul pa lang ni Rafi Celis.
Warning on number 35, Rafi Celis for a second to 8 ball.
At mainit pa ang ulo. Sandali lang, habang magsiset ang Mapua dito, Kate Reyes has something for us. Go ahead, Kate.
Jay and Dolph, what's good about absence? Leave space. And those spaces left by those who left is up for grabs in Mapua's roster. While it was heartbreaking for Escamis to lose pieces that could have been helping them, he wants to make it known among his teammates that it's nothing but an opportunity to step up. Madalas niya raw kinakausap ang mga teammates niya to boost their morale because this defense season is just as important as their chase for the ground last year. In his final year as well, Clint wants to prove among his colleagues that the pros can wait and he can sacrifice as they wish to continue to dominate. Jay and Dolph.
Talaga yan na talaga yung born leader qualities ni Clint Escamis.
And kung ganyan magsakripisyo yung leader ninyo, kung ikaw teammate, ikaw na yung mahihiya. And going back to that report of Kate, yes, Mapua lost a lot of manpower, but you see how they're able to recoup for those things. You see the shots that Abdullah got earlier, yun yung mga tinitira ng mga Jacob Bangkali, yung mga Lawrence Mangubat last year. And now, you see that Yam Concepcion making that basket. Drex De Los Reyes, I'm really impressed with this kid. He's filling the gaps that was played by Chris Mobilia last
That's
year.
correct.
So, ano lang step up ka lang doon sa nawala eh. And it's an opportunity. Yes, you don't want them to be gone, but other players have to take that spot.
Kaya naman eh. At pag pumasok itong free throw ni Yam Concepcion, with 6:05 remaining, hindi pinasok ni Yam.
Ikaw yan.
7-2 natin natin kasi ang Mapua eh.
Pero yung jig sa'yo, kung isusumbong mo
Okay, I take it. Napako sa 51 ang St. Benilde. Jericho. Nakahatak si Ivan Lazarte.
It's just difficult if you're Ivan Lazarte to hold down a guy like Allen Liwag who's setting up that screen. Ang laki. Ang hirap eh. And he had no other choice but to hold the big man down.
Quick catch and shoot. Justin Sanchez could not ring the bell. Ball went out of bounds. Toro ng referee sa Mapua.
That's a dangerous game to play if you're Mapua. You are daring CSB to shoot those threes. Yes, Rafi Celis, yes, Justin Sanchez missed those shots, but you cannot allow them to get those rhythms and have that late challenge, especially with a game that's close.
Nakakatakot yan pag pumasok yan. Magsusunod-sunod yun eh. Gonzalez, pull-up jumper. Got one earlier but could not make it back-to-back. Agawan sa rebound si Ondoa at si Drex De Los Reyes. Possession arrow pointing to the Cardinals. Elevating the next generation of Filipino athletes, Playtime Cares, play with purpose. Escamis. Walang screen na binibigay kay Escamis. Finally, Drex provided one. They go to the corner. Challenge 3! That is good by Cyril Gonzalez. It's making his name known in the fourth quarter.
And I told you, I expect a lot from this kid, Cyril Gonzalez. Now he's playing more of an off-guard together with Clint Escamis. That's one way to get your confidence going.
Mystery coming from SJ Moore. Mapua is ahead. Expect a Charles Chu timeout with a Mapua basket. Pero kagulo sa bola. Recovery kanino? Teka, lumabas yung bola. Mananatili yan sa Mapua.
Jericho Halalon, napahiga, napadikit ng konti doon sa linya, and that's an automatic out of bounds.
Isa na naman pang Jangnan three-pointer of the quarter this time coming from Cyril Gonzalez. 3-point of the quarter brought to us by Jangnan Hot Pot, not your ordinary hot pot. Gonzalez, spin move against Allen Liwag of all people. No good. Rebound secured by Cyril Gonzalez. Isa pang atake. Cyril with a head fake. Cyril too strong at the layup. Rebound on Jarondoa. But in the process, talsik si Cyril Gonzalez. Ang problema si Cyril Gonzalez may foul.
Grabe yung
Malas naman.
But you gotta love how Cyril Gonzalez is making up
Oh yes.
for lost time. I was just mentioning at the top of the quarter how he feels like he's the missing piece for Mapua. And you know, when you have players of that caliber, eventually they will get their game going. Pagpag mo lang ng konti yung malas eh.
Elevating the next generation of Filipino athletes, Playtime Cares, play with purpose. Because, by the way, Sidon Gonzalez, 7 points in this quarter alone. Hindi ready si Roger Mondoa. But credit to Mapua playing the passing lane. Napakialam mo muna kasi bago nakarating kay Ondoa.
Remember, this is how Mapua won that championship. Through sheer defense. Yes, Climax Camis is directing traffic for you on the offensive end, but yung grit, yung hard-nosed quality style of play ng lahat ng kupuna na kino-coach ni Randy Alcantara, dapat nandoon lagi.
Look at that play. Drex de los Reyes completing the alley play. Yan na naman yung Concepcion de los Reyes connection. We saw that the second time in the second half. At lamang ng apat, ang Mapua, 55-51.
And I told you, I love how Drex de los Reyes is imposing his presence down low for Mapua.
Liwag thinking 3. They have 7 on the 24. Torres pulling up a 3. No, Sean Umali with the offensive rebound. He can take advantage of that matchup against Yan Concepcion. And Sean Umali is doing just that.
Putting his size to his advantage. Sean Umali knows that konting bangka, mas lamang ako kay Yan Concepcion.
55-53. Exactly 3 minutes remaining in the payoff period. Escamis looking for the screener. Horns play ang hiningi. Shot clock at 7. There's a double team. A guy is open. They go to the right corner. Lasarte for 3. No! De los Reyes knew it was an air ball. Pero hindi napunta sa kanilang bola. There's Ondoa with a finish. Tie game! 2.5 remaining. Coach Randy Alcantara would want to prevent a breakaway. Hindi na raw sana maulit yung mga fast break na yan ng CSB. Kung ikaw naman yung CSB, aba, mas maganda. One more time yan. Tabla tayo sa 55.
Di abot ang data! Defeat! GG bro! Don't worry! The Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi bitin with 10 gig data to power your games plus only Facebook or only TikTok. Load now!
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry! The Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
Please, umuulan.
Hindi mo tayo makakabenta.
Yes!
Don't worry! The Only with Smart's Power All 99. Hindi bitin ang benta with only TikTok or Facebook plus 10 gig data and more. Load now!
Tied at 55 with 2:32 remaining. A low-scoring ball game. True enough, Randall. It's a chess match between Randy Alcantara and Charles Chu.
This is not a finals rematch for nothing. This may be the preseason, but the motivation, the intensity, the physicality, it's been there. Parang, kumbaga, game 4 ng NCAA season finals. Faces may be different, but the pride remains high for both of these teams.
Shot clock at 10 for Abdullah and company. Concepcion. Abdullah. 5 on the shot clock. Saan pupunta ang pensa ng Mapua? They go to Escamis, who just could not control that leather, and Charles Chu will utilize that timeout that they have before it expires if this one goes the final 2 minutes. We're still tied at 55, 2:09 remaining in the ball game.
Itong part na to.
Si Vic Soto na ata ang pinakaswerteng tao sa Pilipinas. Kahit hindi niya alam, kahit hindi niya sinasadya. Swerte si Vic. Ikaw kaya, subukan mo sa
Playtime! Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%. Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out. Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo. Swerte sa akin ang Playtime. You're welcome!
Kapit sa mga cellphone ninyo kung nanonood kayo sa pusopi.com. Red Tide at 55. We're approaching the final 2 minutes of this ball game. And in this finals rematch, you'd expect something surprising will definitely happen.
You know, you were just looking at the stats during that commercial break. Walang masyadong standout sa Benilde, but if you're Coach Torres, you want to see everyone contributing, and that's exactly what's happening for CSB.
Final 2 minutes brought to us by ABC Tile Adhesive. Sigurado ka dito, wala ang tira ng CSB. Rebound na kuha ng Mapua. And they will go back to that deliberate offense that they have been employing since the start of the second half. Sampasa, back in the ball game. He goes to his left, got rejected by Allen Liwag. Ayan, nagkikiskisan si Sapasap at si Liwag. Nagpapakilala yung veterano dun sa mas bata.
Sapasap did not really appreciate that, but let's say that's a courageous drive.
Oo.
But when you got a guy that lengthy in Allen Liwag catching up to you, that's just, ikaw yung matatalo eh.
Oo.
Kumbaga, on the part of EJ Sapasap, iniipit ka doon sa stank yun eh. Kumbaga, I know the referees are on guard for trash talking because that's an automatic tee.
Oo.
So pag yung konting physical lang ganyan, konting bulong, those you can get away with. And EJ Sapasap didn't really appreciate yung konting body check sa kanya nitong si Allen Liwag.
Remember, we are tied at 55. Nandito na tayo sa punto na every point matters. Diba?
May championship ba tayong pinaglalabanan? Bakit parang ganun yung intensity nito?
First game pa lang nito magkabilang
Yeah.
na to.
This is just the opening of our Playtime Cares 18th Filoil EcoOil Preseason Tournament, but it doesn't feel like it's the first day.
It feels like they are battling for the top spot. They're battling for the last quarterfinal slot, diba?
Well,
Kaumpisa pa lang natin to. Magtatagal tayo hanggang mid-July.
Yeah, until mid-July, but technically they're fighting for the top spot, wanting to join Letran Knights to get that early advantage. Remember, yung first game natin, Letran also fought back from 14 points down against Arellano. So, kumbaga, early impressions para sa mga nanonood and our NCAA fans.
A technical foul is gonna be slapped on EJ Sapasap and on Allen Liwag for that altercation, for that doon sa simpleng kamustahan nila, hinatulan sila ng technical foul. So, cancelled ang mga penalties. Still tied at 55, but look at the shot clock for the Cardinals. It says 5 seconds. It says Camis running the throw in play.
Drex wants it. I
They go
told
to
you.
Drex. But Drex Reyes ran out of real estate.
I really like that connection though. Even though Drex could not complete that play, that's one thing that has been worked wondrously para dito sa Mapua. Clint feeding the big man, and Drex De Los Reyes has really stepped up in this game, making a solid case for that starting center role for the Cardinals.
Final 80 seconds. Liwag. They go to the left corner, Justin Sanchez. Bit sour on those outside shots. Still quite sour, but their shot of money to the rescue. Nakahabang yung double team. Kumat yung Allen Liwag. Bumangga sa kakampi. And the basket will count for Allen Liwag. Quite unfortunate for Ivan Lazarte because he was pushed to his teammate. And apparently he was on the path of Allen Liwag.
Ivan Lazarte was caught between a rock and a hard place. Nothing much you can really do when you got a raging Allen Liwag driving at you. And kahit si Drex De Los Reyes, tinulak na lang ng konti yung kakampi niya.
Kawawa doon si Ivan Lazarte. At double black eye pa dahil bonus free throw pa to kay Allen Liwag.
Na-sandwich yung bata eh.
Oo. Bonus free throw score. It's a 3-point advantage for the Blazers. Coach Randy Alcantara just standing his ground, not calling a timeout with 65 seconds remaining. He is so well aware that his boys know what to do.
And when you have Clint Escamis on the floor, the trust is off the roofs.
There's the switch. Lazarte versus Sean O'Malley. Lazarte attacking extra pass. Yam Concepcion wasn't ready. 6 on the shot clock. Escamis for 3. No! Rebound, Yam Concepcion. Reset ng Mapua. They go to their MVP. Escamis wanting a clear out. Avoiding to use the screen. There's the right corner 3. No! And it went from behind the backboard. 30 seconds remaining. Mapua wasn't able to convert.
Those were quality shots for Mapua.
Oh.
Unfortunately, they're just unable to convert those missed threes. But I feel like they could have still found a way to score inside. Rushing those threes, time is no longer on their side, and now the possession is with the green shirts.
Defensive substitutions for Mapua. JC Recto is in. Ivan Lazarte is out. CSB, they have Justin Sanchez, Alan Liwag. They have Jomel Ancheta, Sean O'Malley, and Ian Torres. They throw in from the backboard. No need to foul if you're Mapua. Dayanis defense, babalik pa sa kanila yung bola kasi buhay pa ang shot clock. And it says 14. Ancheta. There's a double team. O'Malley way out to Justin Sanchez for 3. No, not yet. Escamis almost losing the runner. 9 seconds remaining. Mapua trailing by 3. They need a 3. Recto to Escamis. 3 seconds remaining. Escamis has to go. And CSB using a foul. They are in the penalty.
Yeah, that's just smart fouling by CSB. However, I think Mapua's kind of arguing that that's not a play for the ball. So,
Oo. Or I think actually they're requesting a timeout. Pero bola kasi nila. Or actually, Coach Randy Alcantara, bago yung isip, hindi sila ng timeout. Ito muna sa Clint Escamis, who has been doing so well from the free throw line. First one is good.
they needed that first free throw, but now time is not on your
They
side.
have to be creative.
You have to, Clint will have to miss this and someone to get the rebound.
Here we go. What will happen in this final play? Escamis missed it. Nakuha ng CSB. There's the loose ball. There's the buzzer. And that will do it. A small game. Sa fun sequence. Mapuhan pa ng hindi si Escamis. But at the end of the day, CSB nakabawi sa rebanse.
Clint did his job in missing that free throw. However, yung active hands lang ng CSB averted disaster and pulled one out of the bag. Advantage for CSB in this preseason.
And the College of St. Benilde Blazers won this dogfight. Masasabi natin in this finals rematch na nangyari dito sa Playtime Cares Filoil EcoOil Preseason Cup presented by ABC Tile Adhesive. Again, final score natin 58-56 na naig ang College of St. Benilde kontra Mapua University. Boy, what a match.
What a match. What a dogfight. But nakabawi for the meantime ang CSB Blazers over the reigning NCAA champion Mapua by just 2 points. And you expect them to meet somewhere down the line. But let's take a look at the well-deserved player of the game. Could be anyone. Again, a lot of heroes para sa CSB Blazers, but in my opinion, this guy was the game changer para sa CSB, using that beef, that whatever meat that you want into good use. Sean O'Malley, 6 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, but all intangibles in this game in helping the Blazers get that win number 1.
Smart powered up plays brought to us by Smart Live More Today. Ang ganda ng pagkumpisa sana nung Justin Sanchez, but Clint Escamis back in the first quarter, he was just delivering the goods, spreading the offense for his teammates. Kaya nga nangyari, yung Ivan Lazarte, naka 16 points nung first half. Actually, at one point, outscoring the entire Blazers.
But eventually, the bench was a big boost para dito sa Blazers, and that really made the difference. 43 bench points to neutralize the fast start by Ivan Lazarte and the rest of the Cardinals to pull this one off out of the bag for the green shirts.
Scoring-wise might not be the prettiest, but if you're Coach Charles Chu, you settle for this one, even though Clint Escamis again made it happen for his teammate Cyril Gonzalez. He had 7 back in that fourth quarter, but this all-important baskets coming from the Sean Umali Allen Liwag tandem, making the big buckets at the most crucial times. Kaya nanaig ang CSB kontra Mapua. Oy, hindi ba tayo tapos? May opening ceremonies lang tayo, pero pagkatapos ng ating mga seremonya, susunod kagad Final Four rematch sa nakarang UAAP Season 87. It's going to be Adamson versus LaSalle. We're going to continue the Playtime Cares Filoil EcoOil Preseason Cup presented by ABC Tile Adhesive.
Playtime! Pinakamataas sa cashback sa 2%.
Taas nun, ha?
Guaranteed 10 minutes ang cash out. Ang bilis! Over 2,500 games para maraming chances manalo.